My brother's name is Joey, and he was diagnosed with FOP when he was around 2 or 3.
My sibling is Anthony Olson, and he was diagnosed with FOP when he was 2 years old. It was an immediate shift in reality as we knew it.
My sister Emma was diagnosed with FOP around 7 or 8 years old. Me and my sister were very rough on playing as kids, and then all of a sudden this thing seemed to happen that changed a lot of stuff.
My name is Alexis Gonzalez, and I am a sibling of AJ Gonzalez. He was diagnosed at 2.5 with FOP.
My sister Nancy was diagnosed with FOP when she was 5, and I was 7. That was the day the world changed for her and everyone in our family.
The IFOPA has always prided ourselves on being an organization that supports the entire person and the entire family. We know FOP doesn't just impact the individual with the diagnosis. We offer a lot of support or resources for caregivers, but the sibling community hasn't had necessarily a chance to gather together. We wanted to recognize the impact that being a sibling of an individual with FOP has on that individual. So for the first time, we offered an experience for siblings where they could come and have an entire day with a designated facilitator who has expertise to be able to speak to the sibling experience and just make it all about them for the first time.
We may have some difficult emotions that come up, and that is fine. That is part of what today is all about.
I am an advocate for adult glass children. A glass child is someone who has a sibling with high needs, complex needs, and experiences a form of emotional neglect. We're called glass children because we are not seen.
Hearing that term glass child was affirming to me. We're invisible because the needs of other people in the family are so great.
To see that there is this term for that sort of isolation that you feel, it's very eye-opening and it's very validating.
As children, we see what's going on in our family, and we love our parents and we love our siblings, and we don't want to add more stress to what they're already going through. So to survive and to cope as children, we stuff our feelings.
It's hard to say, I need help or I need you, because the fact of the matter was that my brother needed help more. Part of what the workshop was about is what are the implications of that in adult life.
We find ourselves attracted to vocations and people that need to be taken care of.
I'm really good at helping people understand how to ask for things that they need, but then I'm always kind of the last person to ask for the things that I need.
Sometimes it's not even the ability to ask for things that you need, but for myself to even recognize that I have needs too.
My sister went into medical biology, wanting to do research. I went into helping people that are struggling. Yeah, makes sense.
For some of the people that were there in the workshop, this was the first time that they understood that as a child, they experienced trauma. So we talked through it, and they shared stories and expressed emotion, which we don't always have the freedom to do, and it was a safe, supportive, confidential place to do that.
This workshop was, amazing.
Very impactful.
Really eye-opening.
Cathartic.
I knew what I had experienced growing up, but seeing that it's a universal theme for others, it's very big.
I could see things about my life and my experience that I hadn't seen before.
It was very validating experience to know that the feelings and experiences that I have, there's a word for it, and there's a place for me.
It brought healing to another level just to have that validation.
The IFOPA's commitment to invest the resources for these siblings for a full day, I think it's groundbreaking. And what it tells me is they are in touch with the 360-degree needs of the family.
The IFOPA is always striving for growth. So by offering this workshop, it was, one new group that we're really working and striving to support in a whole nother level.
I think it's extraordinary that the IFOPA is taking the leading role in recognizing that siblings have an experience that's unique.
I'm extremely grateful. I think it created a level of opportunity for friendship and connection that we've never had.
I'm so thankful to Hope and the IFOPA for organizing this. It was very special. It was wonderful.